to watch. In case you did not realize this, Caitlin Clark did not start again. But judging by the response, everybody noticed. Everybody noticed. Paige Beckers, 12 points. I got to tell you, if the ball goes to Paige Beckers, forget about it. She's not going to pass it to nobody. That's where the ball goes to die. Kaylee Copper, 15 points, 1 rebound. And Caitlin Clark, 12 points, 5 assists.
Look at that stat line, 12 points, 5 assists, and a plus 27. She led the entire team in plus-minus against Poland. And yet, for the third consecutive World Cup qualifying game, Caitlin Clark didn't start, not once. Not even after proving in her first game back that she's completely healthy and ready to dominate. This isn't just a coaching decision anymore, this is a pattern that has fans, analysts, and even casual viewers asking the same question: what exactly is going on with USA basketball?
This out, these two middle quarters were ugly. 22 points to 19 points, 19 points to 15 points. This game, look, I understand it was a 30-point victory, but there were 2 quarters where it was really, really competitive. And, wow. So, Caitlin Clark, let's check it out right here.
Here's what makes this even more baffling. Only 2 players on the entire USA basketball roster haven't started a single game in this qualifying tournament, Ray Burrell and Caitlin Clark. That's it. Everyone else has gotten at least 1 start. Think about what that means. The most popular player in women's basketball, the player who single-handedly drove WNBA viewership to record levels this season, is being treated like a fringe rotation player on the international stage. And the response from fans has been immediate and brutal.
We're not dropping this starting 5 graphic until right after tip-off now. They're waiting till the game is actually tipped off, and then they're dropping this on their Twitter feed. And my goodness, why are we starting the point fraud? So basically, I can miss the beginning of the game. Is Cece the only one who hasn't started yet? Not surprised, really. It's fun.
USA Basketball changed their strategy after that first game against Senegal. They used to post the starting lineup graphic on social media about 45 minutes before tip-off, standard procedure. But after the backlash from Caitlin not starting in that opener, they started waiting until after the game had already tipped off to release the lineup. They're literally hiding the starting 5 until the game is underway because they know what's coming. They know fans are going to react negatively. That's not normal operating procedure, that's damage control.
Point, it's rage bait. Ain't no way. Seriously, ain't no way. Seriously, CC not starting. Oh, yeah. What is that, Gordon Ramsay? Oh, yeah. I'm blind? What is going on here? USA basketball is ridiculous. You are intentionally leaving out your best player as a starter. Yeah, I'm open. Look, people want to say, oh, don't start conspiracies. You tell me, what is?
The game itself tells you everything you need to know about why this decision makes no sense. Yes, USA basketball won by 30 points, but look closer at those middle quarters. Second quarter, 22-19. Third quarter, 19-15. Those aren't blowout numbers, those are competitive, grinding quarters where having your best playmaker on the floor matters. The first quarter explosion created enough cushion to coast, but this wasn't the dominant performance everyone expected. And during those tight stretches, Caitlin was on the bench watching.
I mean, wow. Cece's the only one that hasn't started yet. If the white girl was black, whoa! If the white girl was black, well, you know, she would have started every game. Facts. Look, I'm always in the chat to talk to anybody during the Ben Daniels stream, watch party on the game.
Watch what happens when she actually gets the ball in her hands. Drive to the basket, smooth finish through contact. Pull up from deep, cash it without hesitation. And then that turnaround fadeaway that looks like something straight out of Michael Jordan's playbook. If she's added that move to her arsenal for the upcoming WNBA season, defenders are going to have nightmares. But here's the problem, she's only getting these opportunities in limited stretches because the coaching staff keeps starting other players ahead of her.
Clark, just because we want her to start. I've been watching the games. I usually don't, but I like rooting for our country. You guys are making it hard. Think about that backlash against our own country's team because they won't start the best player. This team doesn't represent the USA at all. It's just a bunch of retarded liberals not letting go of DEI. Woo! Look out. Look out. What the F? Why is CC not starting? I mean, come on.
Let's talk about what's actually happening on the court when Caitlin is out there. She finishes the game with 12 points and 5 assists, solid numbers. But watch the flow of possessions in that second and third quarter. She passes to a teammate, and the ball never comes back. It's not a coincidence, it's not bad offense. It's a conscious choice by certain players to freeze her out. Paige Bueckers gets the ball, and it's going up no matter what. Kelsey Cooper takes 15 shots. Meanwhile, Caitlin touches the ball once in a possession and then watches from the weak side as the offense stagnates.
Boycott and watching until the best player, Caitlin Clark, is in the starting lineup. The coach is a woke bitch. Boycott. Woo! Look out. This is what you get. You got the most popular player by a large margin in the league. Sports is an entertainment product. I tune in. I want to be entertained. Where's the player I'm looking for? There's no damn good reason. She proved she was the best point guard. I mean, in her first game back, she proved it immediately.
The fan reaction has escalated beyond typical sports criticism. People are calling for boycotts of Team USA games. They're questioning whether this team even represents American values. Comments about the coaching staff's decision-making have turned personal and political. And here's what's remarkable, these aren't just Caitlin Clark superfans throwing tantrums. These are people who normally don't watch women's basketball, who tuned in specifically to support Team USA, and who are now saying they're done until the best player starts getting the respect she's earned.
Forget about it. It ain't never coming back around. That's why she didn't score anymore till the very end of the game. Hell, they never passed her the ball back one time. I was like, wow. Second, third quarter, forget about it. Especially that third quarter. Good God, it was obvious. And they didn't get her in the third quarter. I think there was 3 minutes left or something like that. Again, you can't. People get so mad because we break.
This goes deeper than basketball strategy. Sports is an entertainment product. People invest their time and emotional energy into watching because they want to see something compelling. When the most popular player in your sport, the one who's proven she can perform at the highest level, is relegated to a bench role with no clear explanation, you're actively working against your own interests. You're telling your audience that their preferences don't matter, that the player they came to see isn't worth featuring. And they're responding by tuning out.
Also, what you can look out for is USA basketball getting demolished. And something I noticed, let me tell you this. When they had the first game the other night against Senegal, they put the starting lineup out there like 45 minutes or an hour before the.
Here's what makes the situation particularly frustrating for viewers. Caitlin Clark made it explicitly clear that she's 100% healthy. There's no injury concern, there's no minutes restriction. She's ready to play full speed. So, the idea that they're bringing her back slowly doesn't hold water. She proved in her first game back that she belongs on the floor with the starters. She proved it again in this game against Poland with that plus 27 rating. At what point does the coaching staff acknowledge what everyone else can see? The pattern is undeniable now. 3 games, 3 times passed over for the starting lineup, and the excuses are running thin. Some people want to dismiss the criticism as conspiracy theories or overreactions from casual fans who don't understand international basketball, but that argument falls apart when you look at the actual evidence. Caitlin Clark is objectively one of the best players on this roster. Her WNBA season proved that beyond any doubt. Her performance in limited minutes for Team USA has been excellent. The plus 27 against Poland wasn't a fluke. She impacts winning.so. What's the real reason she's not starting? Is it about veteran leadership? Then why is Ray Burrell, who's also never started, not getting the same scrutiny? Is it about fitting the system? Then why does the offense look more stagnant when she's on the bench? Is it about earning your spot? Then what exactly does she need to do that she hasn't already done? The lack of a coherent explanation from the coaching staff is what's fueling all the speculation and anger. And let's address the elephant in the room that keeps coming up in every comments section, every live chat, every social media discussion about this topic. People are questioning whether Caitlin's race and sexuality are factors in how she's being treated. Now, you can call that inappropriate, you can say it's reading too much into a simple coaching decision. But when you have the most accomplished player being consistently overlooked with no clear basketball justification, people are going to look for alternative explanations, and the WNBA's own history of how it's handled Caitlin Clark's popularity has given those theories more credibility than they might otherwise deserve. Remember the dark side comment from earlier this season, when fans were literally called the dark side for supporting Caitlin Clark? That wasn't some random fan on Twitter. That was coming from within the WNBA ecosystem. The league has spent months sending mixed messages about whether they actually want Caitlin's popularity or whether they resent it. And now USA Basketball, which draws from the same player pool and coaching networks, is making decisions that feel like they're diminishing her role rather than embracing it. The business implications here are staggering. Caitlin Clark drove WNBA viewership to unprecedented levels this season. Games she played in regularly drew over 1 million viewers. Her jersey sales broke records. Arenas sold out when the Fever came to town. She is objectively the biggest draw in women's basketball right now, and USA Basketball is choosing not to maximize that appeal on the international stage. They're choosing not to put her in the starting lineup, not to feature her prominently, not to build the team's identity around their most marketable star. Think about how other sports handle this situation. When LeBron James plays for Team USA, he starts. When Steph Curry suits up for the national team, he's in the starting 5, not because of some arbitrary hierarchy, but because you put your best players and biggest stars in position to succeed. You build around them. You maximize their impact.